Vols are back.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, could be Wayne!
I think I got my swagger back. Oh!
I love it, baby!
Them orange britches. Something about them orange britches.
Tennessee wins! Got it by Tennessee, Jawan Jennings. Jennings makes the catch.
We just won a basketball game, and we're very happy right now.
I made up my mind. I don't expect to ever look back. I'm going to stay at the University of Tennessee.
Reddit did to do and welcome into More Important Issues. It is Sunday, February 7th. Special day here. Landon wants to start off the show one way, but we're going to start off by wishing Landon a happy birthday. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing good. Happy birthday to Landon. Drop your happy birthdays in the chat, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. The guy's getting old, if you can't tell by the gray in his hair. But hope Landon's had a great birthday. We're going to win a lot of money tonight. We're taking Vegas tonight, so it's going to be a good birthday.
I can't wait.
We've got a small gathering of enough people we can social distance safely, and
Small gathering.
Yeah, small gathering, and we're taking Vegas as a group. So I've already gotten this is an ugly jersey. That's your opinion. It's a Mike Evans jersey. Nothing ugly about it.
There's a lot of colors in it.
There's a lot of colors in it. I like it. I like Tampa Bay's color scheme.
It's a
The creamsicle is the best, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Are they wearing white? Or are they wearing red?
I don't know. I don't know, like, which team's actually...
I think Tampa Bay is home.
Okay.
Yeah. But you know how they wear white because
Yeah.
that's what the Super Bowl winner has worn for more often than not. I don't know.
So who's going to steal Tom Brady's jersey tonight? Is a real question.
That is a good question.
I'm surprised that's not like a prop bet.
It might be. It might be an offshore bet. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know that. Landon's got something special for us, though, as you know. Vols went into Rupp Arena, and in my opinion, just a no-doubter. All right, and you never thought Tennessee was going to lose.
Yeah.
If you felt, I know all of us were level-headed throughout the whole thing and knew what Tennessee was capable of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. we didn't think it was going to be another letdown again. 100%. We have a great VFL video, and I'm going to open it up. We know Ron Slay, so I'm just going to let him start this show off the right way. So listen to VFL Ron Slay.
I told y'all, y'all was all hitting me up in the middle of the game. Man, we on y'all. We got y'all. What's wrong with Tennessee? Down here for Kentucky, we still winning. The referees was trying to take the game, and we still spanked them. Fulkerson didn't even get to play. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? But the freshmen that everybody was saying, well, the freshmen, are they so good? They ain't gonna ever step up. Bend over, kitty cat. Spanking. Bend over, kitty cat. Spanking. Go, balls, go. I'm out. Lock the door.
There it is.
That's the boom boom room right there.
It's awesome.
It is. Ron Slay is an electric factory.
He is.
Just pumping out electricity on the daily. I love it.
He reminds me like he's a Tennessee Pat McAfee. Like that's how electric he is.
For sure.
Everything he says, you just got to listen because you never know what's going to come out of that man's mouth.
Oh, absolutely. Dialed into it. Great stuff. Love Ron Slay. And you knew you were going to get something like that when Tennessee beats Kentucky.
Right.
You knew it. You knew you were going to get something like that from him. So we can get right into it. We're going to talk about the Tennessee win. Obviously, that's the big talk of the town this weekend. And the freshmen kind of, I'm sure it'll be a question from others. It's a question from me. And are they officially, or have they? Was that a one-time deal, or is it carryover?
I think if you want to win basketball games, this is their team.
Yeah, I agree. But can they do that? Can they do that night in and night out?
Rick Barnes has to figure that out. That's on him.
I agree.
He can spend a lot of money to figure that out. But that they're your most talented players on this team.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not the most experienced, but I think they've played enough basketball so far, and they've proved they can do it. Mm-hmm. It's time to do it night in and night out.
Yeah, you need that from them. And that was, good guard play is a necessity getting into the late season grind, going into tournament play. Guard play is what will carry you through it. Mm-hmm. Obviously, post play is important, but that will not win you ball games down stretches. It just won't do it. So I think surely they finally. I mean, this isn't. That was obviously the first time they both went for 20. That was the first time either of them have looked like it was when Tennessee struggled on offense like they were against Ole Miss. Mm-hmm. They finally were like, all right, let's go to one of them, and they can go and take care of business. And they did that. I guess what my hope is the reason it didn't happen sooner is because they didn't get a ton of time because of the season to play before jumping into conference play. It wasn't, the exhibitions and then, several lighter games to try and get kind of into the flow of it. They were just kind of, 4 games that were, pretty easy, and then you're in conference play.
Mm-hmm. I think part of it is, or has been, these guys came in team first mentality.
That too, yeah.
Defense, team first mentality. They weren't going to try to overstep anybody. Well, now it's become like, hey, we need you to not be.
Yeah.
We need you to be selfish at times.
And I think Jaden Springer can even be more selfish at times.
Right, because when you're so unselfish, it hurts the team because they're so freaking talented.
Right. They've got to have and they did it last night several times, the ability to just go to the rim and score and not look for a pass.
Yeah.
And like I said, Jaden Springer, he's a great basketball player. He can do when we talked about Vescovi, a lot of times he'll get to the hole and then look for the pass instead of just scoring. And Jaden Springer, I think, twice down the stretch last night. One I know was a turnover that Pons missed on. Just he did a great job of getting to the rim, looked for a pass, and went out of bounds. That's a turnover where he probably could have went up and scored. Mm-hmm. And I'm not, obviously, again, that's nitpicking. Just pointing out where I think they've had to kind of learn things they've had to learn since they've arrived on campus. So, but an absolute great showing. We'll talk more about that when we talk about the Kentucky game as a whole and the freshmen scoring almost at will. Then we're going to talk about some more about Heupel. I'm nervous. They play dodgeball. Is dodgeball the equivalent to paintball? We got another NCAA violation in our future.
I think we're safe on that one. I think you've learned your lesson. You did this one the right way.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Right.
But, and, he was in the action. We saw Pruitt, like the video of him walking out with the paintball, but I don't remember seeing a video of him actually, playing.
That's a good question. Paintball would probably be easier on your body in terms of, running than dodgeball, but I don't know. Talking about the 2021 class, and then Super Bowl. You said best bets, so is this Super Bowl bets or am I just...
Yeah,
okay,
all
right, cool.
Yeah, best bets today.
I've got one important one that I'm excited to talk about.
You're just hammering?
Oh, 100% hammering.
Okay.
Did you put your free bet on?
I haven't done it yet.
So I think you're going to overthink it. I think you just need to do it right now. I think we should get you to do it. Or in the show. Now? Maybe when we get to best bets, I think you just need to commit to it and do something.
Okay. I need to make up my mind. You're not going to make up my mind for me. That's what I want somebody to just be like, dude.
No, I want you to make up your mind, and I want you to do it So by the time we get to best bets in here, and guys, I want your input too. I want you to say what you like the most. And if we hate it, if we all hate it, we'll tell you. But if we like it, you're putting it in. Okay. I don't want you to overthink it.
All right.
But I don't want to make the decision for you.
All right. So I'm kind of at a crossroads, and hopefully you can kind of...
We'll steer you.
Okay, yeah. Steer me
Direct you.
Yeah.
We'll get you going.
Okay.
But yeah, I need you to ride into that one. And then we've got questions. If you've got them, drop in the chat. Chris has already dropped not a question, but a comment. We'll go ahead and get to that right before we get into basketball. He said, Caleb, one thing to remember, the schedule would have been tough at the beginning. I think you have those tough. You have Gonzaga. You have... who else is in the beginning? That should have been at in New York. Who was it? It was another challenging team. I can't remember. And yes,
Notre Dame.
There would have been some really, really tough. Well, that one was even after COVID. We were supposed to go there.
Right.
once the schedule is set. But yeah, yes, you do have those challenging games. But you also have the, I think App State might have been on one, VCU. You're probably going to play a team like last year. You have an exhibition with UNC Asheville. Like, you have these games where you kind of get to ease into it and find it. And you kind of, as a team, get to really find your stride. And Tennessee did have a few of those this year. But I still think there were, and I said it was a good thing maybe for Tennessee to find their stride. Could have been a bad thing. They had a ton of experience coming back. I thought you had a good mix of experience and young guys. So I think maybe it's taken a little bit longer to find this team's identity. I think last night you found what the team's identity has to be. Now you have to go out and do it.
Yep. It should be.
You
scored 82 points.
Yeah.
I think the previous conference games we were averaging like 56.
You scored 48 in the second half.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's what happens when you go to the rim.
Yeah.
Good things happen.
When you're
high
aggressive.
percentage shots.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I agree. There definitely would have been Florida State. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there would have been some tough games at the beginning if it's a normal schedule. But you also would have had the easy ones that you get to kind of ease your guys into.
Yep.
So, I'm not again, and I think as long as they find it before the tournament and you make the tournament.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all that matters. Yeah,
that's it.
I mean, you just have to get an at-large bid in the tournament, and
then
when you're in the tournament, yeah,
find it.
The hottest team is going to win.
Tennessee should be more than an at-large here. So we'll see. But let's talk. Well, where are you listening from? That's what we don't want to know.
From? Yeah, where are you watching the game at?
That too.
Yeah.
Unless it's if it's a different place, tell us both. But I doubt it. Probably in the same city.
Hopefully it's not in Kentucky. Guys, go check out our sponsors, Tennessee Tap House, Hound Dogs, and Blue Water Climate Control. Blue Water Climate Control has a lot of deals for you guys. Wintertime, it's cold. It snowed last night. I woke up, my ground was covered, and now it's all gone.
Is it 64 degrees outside right now?
It's probably close, yeah.
Is this Tom Brady that did that?
I blame him, yeah.
Weird weather on the day of the Super Bowl. I feel like Tom Brady's to blame. Or Bill Belichick.
That's
Take
fair.
your pick.
Yeah.
So, which Bill Belichick's not involved. Is he? I don't think so.
Ooh, that's
that
good.
could be a big conspiracy.
Ooh.
I mean, he probably is videotaping both teams, so
yeah,
for future reference.
For sure.
Okay. Tennessee goes into Rupp. Again, no doubt. It was never in doubt.
Such a liar.
They couldn't, like, the refs couldn't even take Tennessee out of the game. They tried.
They did try. Good God, dude.
Listen, I really genuinely try so hard to not be like, the refs are effing Tennessee. But, like, there were some calls that are just atrociously bad.
Oh, the charge on Pons was
insane.
Wow.
There was a strip, I think Keon stripped a guy at the top of the key. Not even close to being a foul. And the guy who's the ref who called it was actually shielded by the guy's back.
And then the out of bounds on Keon when he tries to save the ball.
And then same end of the court, they call a foul on a loose ball on Keon. That probably, could you have called a foul there? Probably, on like 3 different people. Keon gets the luck.
They call a foul, and Coach Cal stands up and is clapping
he knows
to the ref.
He's letting them know. You're doing a great job.
What? We just witnessed, like, it's one thing to, like, say that they're paying.
Yeah.
You don't know 100%. But when they're cheering on the ref, you're like,
it's
what can you do?
And what I think where it really, really, really hurt Tennessee early on is it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Get the victory cap on. How'd you forget, Landon? Come on.
I'm sorry.
He's got a sugar rush from all the cake.
Yeah, I'm getting older, so I got that mind just escaping me.
Yeah, there you go. But I think it really made Tennessee's defense play very, very differently.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they looked at first I was frustrated because I was like, it looks like they're not trying, and then I'm like, they can't touch them. They have to be incredibly careful how they defend them, or they're gonna. I mean, the whistle is so quick. So, because I was really mad at Keon on one possession because it just didn't look like he was. And then I was like, no, like he's playing smart. He cannot get in foul trouble.
Right.
He's got to do what he can do to stay in front of him, and after that, like,
because didn't all of our starters have like 2 at like one point in the first half?
I think at the 14-minute mark when they went to
bonus.
The bonus, I think every starter had 1. Would that be right? Every starter had 1, and Fulkerson had 2. I can't remember what it was. It was insanely dumb. Fulgerson was in foul trouble early. Only played 10 minutes. Did he just look sick to you? Like exhausted, tired?
Yeah, just like a non-factor.
But like, did you see his like face? Like he looked pale and like out of it. I hope something was like
he did
wrong
look,
with him.
I mean, he gets pushed around a lot, but last night it was just like he would get pushed back and like didn't really react.
Yeah. We're going to need him. And I think Tennessee's found, which I said this Sunday or Wednesday. Today's Sunday. Fulgerson's probably one of your most important players. He's what kind of gets the wheels turning. If Keon and Jaden Springer are able to really take over like they did last night, that at least gets the importance of Fulgerson, who's not had a great season. It takes away the importance of him. Mm-hmm. You still can't have a 0.9 from him. Like no. That's not going to be a winning formula down the stretch.
Yeah, because you can't ask those two freshmen to score 50 points every game.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So, I don't think you necessarily need to go through him. If this is the identity you get to go with, he's still a very, very important piece, and you need him.
Mm-hmm. I like that Tennessee got out and ran at times.
Yeah.
I know a lot of it was because of Keon and Jaden, but we turned defense into offense. Right. And that's something we just haven't been able to do in the past couple games.
It's been like one spark in each game, or a couple sparks. Like it's not been the common thing.
And that helps Vescovi out because he's able to get, if you're able to get penetration, you can kick it out to him because he's a dead-eye shooter.
Yeah, and it helps him too. Distribution.
Yeah,
get
assists.
He's loving
5 assists last night. That's probably the most he's had all season.
Close. I think he had a game where he almost had a double early on. But no, I mean in
conference play. Yeah, that's probably the most.
He's trying. Yeah, I would agree with that. The passes he's trying to make, he needs space to make. Mm-hmm. So when you taking the floor from 45 feet to 90 feet, he gets a lot of more opportunity. He gets way more opportunities to make those passes.
Yeah,
to be a factor. I think it's big. We do need more points from Vescovi. 3 shots total from him. Again, while he's not going to be the guy, he's an important factor, and he's got it. And it's from 3. He's going to be an important factor. You need more from him. Victor Bailey Jr. looked a lot better last night. He looked more aggressive.
Yeah.
And not just from 3. He's looked plenty aggressive from 3.
But that wasn't all of his shots.
Right.
Which was nice to see. I think there's a big, and we were down 10 later on in the game, so I guess it wasn't a huge play, but Urosh's offensive rebound turned into a basket. I think you're going to need little kind of sparks, like you mentioned earlier, from different players. EJ Nasiki came in. He looked like
a Bash brother when he was in the game, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah. 1 for 1 with 2 points. I mean, that's all you can ask.
To me, it seemed like he was in there to, if the refs are going to blow the whistle, it seemed like he was in there to give him a reason to blow the whistle.
Right, yeah. He's going to make them earn it, for sure. And then Josiah Jordan-James, double-double.
Love it. Go ahead and give him 6th man of the year. Come on. Go ahead and do it.
Got to.
Yeah, he's going to be big and everywhere. You know, it's good. We talked about it last year. He's probably never going to be your leading scorer, but he's going to fill the stat category. If he can score 6 to 12 points a game and continue doing what he's doing, that's all you can ask from him.
Yeah, and 3 of those rebounds were offensive rebounds, and that's a lot coming from. He's a guard, and he was playing a lot of that 4 last night because Fulgerson was out.
He's going to play the 4 a lot,
and I think Keon Brooks, who had 23, didn't have a point after the 12-minute mark.
Yes, and Barnes talked about that in the postgame, how he doesn't think it's going to be talked about a lot, what Josiah Jordan-James was able to do against him, but that's why they won.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I mean, he's just an underrated guy. I think we talked about it with Mike Wilson a little bit. It's just like, he's not going to be your MVP or your go-to player down the stretch, but he's going to do everything really good.
Yeah.
And so Tennessee needs a guy like that's so consistent, night in and night out.
Right. Especially rebounding, where he's been your best rebounder this year. Well, that's not great. We need somebody to pick up the slack.
Yeah, and I'd like to see him go to the basket. I think he's too athletic to just stand there like a Victor Bailey Jr. and just shoot threes.
Right.
We're not a good three-point shooting team at all.
Unfortunately. Hopefully they start falling, but...
Yeah. I mean, the only one I feel pretty confident in Josiah Jordan-James and Vescovi. Other than that, I don't really have confidence in anybody else shooting a 3.
No, I mean, not in important moments. I mean, not last night, Keon Johnson and Jaden Springer didn't shoot great, but the last couple games, they feel like they've been shooting better from 3. So
Keon
Keon Johnson at the free throw line though, money.
And Jaden Springer.
And he's so aggressive. He's gonna. I mean, hopefully he continues getting to the line because he's not gonna miss.
Well, those two guys, like, they're the only
two that earn free throws on the scene right now.
Yeah, that got to the rim where they drew a foul.
Ugh, it's not good. I don't like that stat. Did you see? I retweeted actually. A Kentucky fan said that because I think it was Matt. What's it? Matt Jones? Is that his name? Mm-hmm. I don't remember.
KSR.
That annoying. Yeah, that guy tweeted that Keon Johnson and Jaden Springer were the best guards on the floor last night. And a Kentucky fan tweeted that BJ Boston was, and it wasn't even close. He had 6 points. He's 2 for 11.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, they both just dropped 23 and 20. What was it? 27 and 23 apiece.
And I don't know if this game was just a kind of a motivation game for Keon Johnson and Jaden Springer, because Kentucky didn't offer those two. Both 5 stars, both were not offered by Kentucky. I'm sure they played with a lot of, BJ Boston and guys in the AAU circuit and different things like that. I feel like they took this game pretty personal. It looked like it.
It certainly looked like it. They looked motivated to go and whip them. And, that was, a phenomenal showing from the freshmen. I hope this is where Tennessee finds that identity they've been searching for, because it's just going to be – it's great to have a great defense, but it's going to be hard to win games, even when you have a great defense, when you're only scoring 60 points a game. Mm-hmm. So hopefully they found some identity, and I'm going to sell you on the Dane Bradshaw Big Volume podcast. I didn't listen to it until today. He was on after the Ole Miss game. Okay. So this is kind of previewing the Kentucky game, and he was talking about how Tennessee's it's almost like they have 5 guards on the floor. Anybody can get rebounds and put the ball on the floor pretty much and go. And that's, he said it's good, but I think it's kind of, if I'm saying this correctly, it's kind of hurt Tennessee in being able to get out fast enough, because it seems like anyone can be the one at any moment. Whereas when you have the guys, when you have Keon Johnson, Jane Springer, Santiago Vescovi, Josiah Jordan James, Victor Bailey Jr., Yves Pons, you want to find somebody and go quick.
Yeah.
And they found that identity last night. They were able to go out to Jane Springer, Keon Johnson very, very quickly, and hopefully they continue to do that.
Yeah, Tennessee's way too athletic to score 60 points in a game. Yep. They need to use some tempo and go and make it into a track meet. You use that athleticism and that speed as a strength.
Right.
I just feel like we haven't really utilized that, especially in conference play.
Yeah, I agree.
Really just getting out and getting to the rim.
Mm-hmm. So Georgia, I hate to get into too quick. I didn't get a chance to really look at Georgia much since Tennessee was supposed to play Florida on Wednesday night due to some COVID issues. That has now been changed to Georgia. So I'm assuming they're going to try and just flip-flop those games. I don't know how the schedule works out, but no longer Florida, Georgia. Georgia, you should have a similar night where you're able to just go out faster than them, out-athlete them, and go score.
Yeah.
Georgia did have a big win over Auburn, didn't they, recently? I'm about to pull up.
Ole Miss just beat Auburn, too, on the bus meter.
They did. You're right.
I think Georgia's kind of one of those middle-of-the-pack SEC teams. And
they can give you trouble.
Right.
One, night. Oh, they can give you trouble, but you can also go in and beat them by
20.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I just want to keep digging out because I don't want to be considered a middle-of-the-pack SEC team.
This Tennessee team shouldn't be.
Yeah, keep digging out. Get up there with you probably won't catch Alabama, but I think there's no reason why you shouldn't be second or third in the SEC, 100%.
And honestly, you probably should finish second. You're better than Missouri. Unfortunately, you did end up splitting the series with them. Mm-hmm. But you probably should be second. You should go win, take care of business. Pretty much the rest of the season. And you shouldn't have a problem there. But yeah, it's we'll see. Does Tennessee learn from this? I don't know. Do they learn from this Kentucky game?
I hope. I mean, we thought the Kansas game was a turnaround game. Is this really the true turnaround game?
Right.
Or is it just another anomaly where you're just going to go in the next game and you don't know exactly what you're going to get?
Yeah, and that's why I don't want to say Tennessee takes this and rolls, goes in and beats Georgia soundly like they probably should, then goes and gets LSU next Saturday. And because, like you said, you've already had the anomaly happen. Tennessee's not proven that they can build on that success yet.
Mm-hmm.
You want to see them do that first before you're really, really high on them. You want to see Jaden Springer and Keon Johnson continue being not only aggressive, but those go-to guys. But then you've also got to have Pons has got to play better. I think 6 of his points all came late in the second half. You need to see him play better. You need to see Fulgerson play better. Those guys have got to help those freshmen. Like, they're not going to score 50 a night. That's not something they're going to do.
Right.
It's just not possible. So while you want to see them continue scoring, continue being aggressive, you also need other guys to still play better. They still haven't played to their best yet. And so do they continue that? To be determined. Georgia, I mean, I guess if you're going to pick a team between Georgia and Florida next, I guess you probably want Georgia.
Yeah.
So
I want anybody.
That's fair.
I do feel better about, is this a turnaround game? I feel better about after Kentucky than I did after Kansas, because Kansas, we shot the ball lights out.
You knew like shooting is what really did it.
Yeah, we couldn't miss. But Kentucky, we shot 26% from three. Yeah. That wasn't just like a scoring outburst. We just got to the rim and got out in tempo.
You got guys you found guys who were aggressive.
Yeah.
Rather than just guys who didn't miss.
Right.
They were really. Keon Johnson made several circus shots where he's just fighting through fouls.
Yeah.
And I think you definitely had guys go out and earn more so than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think this is Keon and Jaden's team. That's the way it should be. I think they're the most talented, and I think you ride those freaking thoroughbreds as far as they'll take
right.
you.
Oh, okay. You got anything else for basketball?
That's all I got. I'm optimistic.
I am too. I think, again, you had a great point. Kansas, you knew it was just, we said it. We're like, if you can shoot that well, you won all the games. But you had to shoot that well.
Right.
Whereas, feel better about what your freshmen were able to do.
I'd like to do it for 40 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Against Kentucky, but hey, you'll take a 21-point swing in the last 12 minutes.
Right. So will Tennessee play more of that kind of like small ball now with Josiah at the 4, you think?
I think if you're not going to get anything from Fulgerson, you have to.
Yeah, I agree. You
have to. And the way Josiah Jordan-James is rebounding the ball, he's rebounding better than anybody else on our team. So
yeah, and honestly, you made Kentucky's bigs look a lot worse when you were playing that small ball because you attacked him. You got Ware and you ended up fouling Sarr and Ware out. Or not Sarr. Or not Ware, excuse me. You just fouled. Did you foul Sarr out? I thought you did, but I guess you didn't.
Yeah,
you just had him 4. Okay. I don't know why I thought they got them in trouble. I guess it was I thought they got Sarr out of there. Okay. Nope. But yeah,
I think they mentioned that in the broadcast. They thought it was his 5th, but it was somebody else's.
And so they pulled
foul.
He didn't play a lot down the stretch, did he? I guess because they needed somebody quicker. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they were just getting whooped, and they're like, we got to go somebody else.
Anytime you beat Cal in Rupp, it's good.
Yeah, back-to-back wins in Rupp. Love it.
All right. Heupel. Keep talking. 2021. Or, 2020. What year are we in? 2021. We are in 2021.
So what's your thoughts on Heupel so far? You've seen the dodgeball. You've seen him take pictures with Smokey and VFLs. I'm still waiting to see too, but he just seems like a normal dude.
Yeah, but so did everyone. What I liked about Jeremy Pruitt was he seemed like a football guy. That was it. That's all he's worried about was football.
Right.
If we're gonna see, if I have to take judgment from those things, the Callaway. First off, it's good to see Marcos Callaway back. I think anytime VFLs come back to work out, that's at least like a good look for the coach in the program. So I don't know if he worked out, but was there on campus around him. The Smokey thing, I don't know. I'm just sure Pruitt took a picture with him too. But I guess at least if I have to take something from it, I guess at least he's learning tradition at Tennessee and willing to learn it. Dodgeball, I mean, I think anytime you see teams getting... Anytime a team goes 3-7, they're not having fun. I promise you. Like, they're not having fun. It's good to see the guys having fun.
Yeah.
And I would like for them to win football games, and it'd be fun doing that, but it's kind of hard to do that when you're not playing. So, good to see them
And I do like what he said about it. He's like, is it going to help us in the fourth quarter? Maybe not dodgeball, but being a team, being connected. Yeah, I mean, that's...
No, you do those things with your team. It's number one, it's a chance for, especially when you can get your teams playing like competitive things. You're just learning to be competitive. You're just learning to play with each other, and you're just learning to have, like, you're just having fun.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, like, yeah, football, you can make money doing it, but I mean, a lot of the NFL guys, there's guys that retire early because they're just not enjoying it anymore. They'd rather be with their, like, if you're not having fun, you're not going to enjoy it. Like, you're not going to keep playing it. You're not going to do it. It is a sport, no matter what you look at it. So yeah, I mean, they need to have fun.
Yeah. He just seems to me, he seems like just excited. And maybe Jeremy Pruitt was, but he didn't show emotions very well. But Heupel just seems excited. He seems like a guy that just like, yeah, I coach football, I make a lot of money, but like, yeah, I'll go to Copper Cellar for dollar drafts and get hammered. Like, he just seems like a normal guy. Like, you could have a conversation with Jeremy Pruitt. I don't know if you could just sit down and have a conversation with him. That'd be like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm legitimately just kind of waiting on him to play. And that's it. Like,
I just like what I've seen so far. I like what I've seen so far.
I mean, there's been nothing for me to be hesitant about him as a person. Like, doesn't seem like a bad person. But yeah, I mean, this is we talked about it when he first got hired. It sucks for the new girlfriend, but when the ex-girlfriend burned you and cheated on you, you gotta wait. Yeah, you gotta wait. Gotta be patient. Gotta prove it to me now. So yeah, I
trust issues.
Right, exactly. So we'll see. I like more just actually about football. I like what I've seen from his offense. One thing I do not like is that it's taking so long to hire a defensive coordinator.
That's true. Yeah.
That definitely scares me. I think you've got a really, really good one in-house. You either need to hire him or get rid of him. Pick one, in my opinion.
I agree.
And then, go get somebody. Like, you're the University of Tennessee. I thought you were.
We got money to blow.
I thought you were Danny White's first choice.
Yeah.
Why can we not just go out and get our first choice then?
That's true.
So yeah,
I do like that in his press conference. He did, like you mentioned with Marquez Callaway, kind of follow through with, being accepting to the VFL's coming back. He wants those guys around the program. That helps culture. That helps, I think everybody involved. So that was good to see.
Right.
And not that Pruitt didn't. I don't really know that.
I haven't heard anything like the Derek Dooley issues at least.
Right.
So.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm very, very wait and see mode. I think you're going to find out a lot about Coach Heupel, and again, I think Harrison Bailey committing early could be a great thing for Coach Heupel. You're either gonna be really, really high on him from the get go, or you're like, well, let's see if he can go out and flip it, commit.
You mean Todd Simpson?
Todd Simpson. What did I say? Harrison Bailey. Todd Simpson. So
sorry. He's already enrolled. He's
good. You've got that commitment.
Yeah, you got that ink.
Sorry,
that ink is dry by now.
Sorry, Todd Simpson. But yeah, I think if you go out and get him this early as the head coach, well, I mean, how can you not be high on him after that?
Yeah.
And then if he doesn't commit to Tennessee, that's certainly not Coach Heupel's fault at this point. Now he needs to go out and try and get him flipped, but that's not. There's wasn't much he could do about it. He'd been on campus. By the time he commits, have been on campus for 3 weeks.
Yep.
So
I'm with you. I like what I've seen, but yeah, I would love to see us hire a DC, whoever that may be. I just want one at this point.
Right.
Like you said, Kevin Steele is still in the building. John Bryce had a article about us zeroing in on Al Washington, the current linebackers coach at Ohio State. Good recruiter.
Yeah.
Kind of been around been in the ACC Big Ten, played at Boston College, was there from 2012 to 2017, was at Cincinnati as a defensive line coach, Michigan from 2018 to 2019 as a linebackers coach, and he's been at Ohio State since 2019. He's currently the number one recruiter in the 2022 class right now. And he signed 2 5-stars. He was a secondary recruiter for Jack Sawyer, Trayvon Henderson. Both are 5 stars in the 2021 class, but he has 4 commits already for the 2022 class at Ohio State. So, I mean, that's good. Hey, you like the 2022 class? Come on down to Tennessee. We got plenty of them in state.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, that would be big for a defensive coordinator, not only get a guy who's good, which, I mean, him not have called plays, I guess you don't 100% know. But you all, especially if the stuff about Heupel just not being a great recruiter is true, you're going to need several people on your staff that can go out, build those relationships, and get those guys on campus.
Yeah.
But hire somebody. That's my most important point. Go out and hire somebody.
Is the Al Washington flashy right now? No, but if you can get a guy that can come in and develop some of these kids, can recruit. I don't know what the deal is going to be with Kevin Steele because he's still getting that money from Auburn. So is he just like, hey, I just want to coach linebackers or something? And he kind of helps out Al Washington. I don't know what that dynamic would look like, but I'd like to see it.
Yeah, or keep him on as an analyst, and if he wants to quit and not be an analyst, so be it. You don't get your $1 million.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
how bad do you want it?
Yeah, because paying Kevin Steele is even dumber than not either hiring him or firing him.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm still very, very, very upset about that. I won't lie. Not a fan of Philip Fulmer anymore.
Hey, but it's like the saying in 2021. It is what it is.
Is that the saying now?
That's my saying. That's what I've said about everything. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Control what you can control.
Exactly. Exactly.
Anything else you want to talk about? Heupel 2021 class? What do you got?
Yeah, let's go to the 2021 class a little bit. Let's do some superlatives. We'll do some little superlatives with it. Just kind of like biggest surprise out of this class. Kind of predicting next year, maybe in the future. Who do you think would be your biggest surprise? Or maybe just somebody that you're kind of high on?
The person it's not a surprise. It shouldn't be, I don't think. Probably the person I'm most high on right now, probably Tyon Evans.
Okay.
I would have probably said Cody Brown, but with it not being...
Yeah, I don't know if we can really count Cody Brown or Dylan Brooks in this right now. Because...
Right. So that,
but are they going to end up giving Heupel a chance?
Yeah, and I think
they
Cody,
see him playing dodgeball. He's like, man, I wish I was playing dodgeball right now.
I think Cody Brown should 100%. You would probably rush from I'll tell you about it. You would rush for more yards in Heupel's offense than you would Jeremy Pruitt's or Jim Chaney's. So I think Cody Brown should be, but I think if it's Tyon Evans as your number one back and could potentially be your number one day one with Eric Gray and Todd Chandler both leaving. Not really anybody else behind them on the team that got significant looks. I mean, Jabari Smalls had, maybe 10 carries total this year? I mean, and Tyon Evans looks very impressive. So we'll see. But I think probably him, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of with, I don't understand the offensive players that would rather play for Pruitt than Heupel.
Right.
Because when you look at the two offenses, there's no comparison. No. You have to be way more excited to play in a Heupel offense than what Jeremy Pruitt put out at Tennessee for 4 years.
Yeah, I think and I think maybe initially, they probably weren't sure what they were getting into with, because unless you just watched UCF or were recruited by UCF, you probably didn't know
3 years. He was there
was.
for 3 years.
But you probably just didn't know who he was.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. They should be more excited for that. And I would say probably, probably the most talented one is Caden Salter in the class, but to be determined if you see him this year. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I think Tyon Evans is probably your number one impact player in this class.
I think mine would be, I'm going to go Byron Young.
Okay. He's going to have a chance to be impactful.
Yeah,
day one.
Pass rusher. He looks 6'3", 240. He looks the part.
Right.
Yeah, I think he's probably my surprise. Impact next season would probably be either him or Deshaun Rucker.
Okay. Definitely need some help in the secondary too. So.
Yeah. So I think either one of those guys. I'd probably lean Deshaun Rucker if he was an early enrollee, but I'm not saying it can't happen.
Right.
But I think those early enrollees just have a step up
Yeah.
from the guys who enroll later on.
No, for sure. And the last kind of point to Tyron Evans, too, is he is a JUCO transfer. So he's played at least a level up from most high school ball.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 seasons.
Perfect.
Yeah. So what about biggest need? Who kind of fits that role? Biggest need?
Byron Young, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Byron Young. You need a pass rusher. I don't even know how much a pass rusher truly helps you, I guess, this year. But if we're going to look at running back, quarterback, offensive line, which, I mean, you do need some help at offensive tackle. Mm-hmm. But I think, even if I think it's for a single position on the defensive side of the ball. So I think offensive you're okay.
Yeah.
You definitely have some question marks, but I think everything, could work out fine offensively. I think defensively, I think you have questions at pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
I think secondary linebackers and pass rush specifically, I think your interior line could be okay. But your pass rush is going to be big question mark. You don't have anybody who can get to the quarterback right now. It would be hard for a safety to just come in and just immediately have a great impact on a single game. Whereas a pass rusher, you have a really, really good opportunity to impact very, very quickly.
Yeah, I think biggest need for me was probably Caden Salter before Hendon Hooker signed with Tennessee. I lean now kind of Aaron Willis, inside linebacker, because right now, Henry T is still taking classes,
Right.
but he's not in Knoxville. Varus Crouch is, I guess, apparently going to go through spring practice, but he's still in the portal. So you have a lot of question marks at inside linebacker. And if neither one of those guys come back, you have Jeremy Banks, who did not have a great season last year.
Right.
So not a ton of experience at that position. So I look for a guy like Aaron Willis to at least have a chance to have an immediate impact.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's very, very talented, and we'll see if linebackers are. Why could they not get it right with but one guy?
I don't have an answer.
Don't get it.
Don't know.
I feel like your head coach is a defensive guy.
Like a guru. Not even just like a defensive coach. He was like the defensive coach.
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it.
So what guy in this class or guys in this class really benefits from the coaching change?
Caden Salter.
I think Caden Salter's definitely up there.
The guys in this class: Caden Salter, Miles Campbell, Cody Brown. If he stays, Cody Brown.
I think the one for me, Jalen Wright.
Yeah.
Because, you went to you needed a bigger back. Jalen Wright's kind of that speed back. Mm. And I feel like with this coaching change, you're like, holy crap, he could really excel in this.
Yeah, I think any of these offensive players, they'll be all of them should have been very happy for this change.
Yeah,
all of them should have been. I think kind of an interesting one is Julian Nixon, and what I feel like he's gonna have a ton more options in this offense than he would have in the previous one.
Yep, but I'm with you. Miles Campbell's probably up there too. I think Tennessee is in desperate need of a good tight end.
Yeah.
And so hopefully he can fit that. I think offensive line too. You're replacing a ton there, so there's some opportunities to play immediately.
Yeah.
William Parker he's a guy that is an early enrollee. I think a guy like somebody I'm really kind of high on, and I think he could probably be the surprise in this class, and that's Walker Merrill.
I'm curious to see. He's rated fairly. I'm just very, very curious to see how he pans out.
Yep. He maybe doesn't do anything, but I feel like he could be the surprise in this class just because he's super athletic. But you wouldn't think that,
right?
Just by he's a possession receiver. No,
I think that helps him though. Talking about a guy talking about who benefits from this offense, he's not going to be asked to just beat guys with speed now. He's going to be asked to find space. And I think that helps him a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Anybody else for this or any other superlatives?
Let's go all name team.
All name team?
Yeah, who's your favorite name to say?
I really like Cayman Marley.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like that name.
Okay.
But I mean, how can you not like Catron?
Yeah, that's a good one. Mine's got to be the Gooch.
Okay.
Jamarian Gooch.
How do you feel about Trinity Bell?
Let's see. See, and you're a history guy, so I feel like
That sounds
was going to
very
be
historical.
That was going to be yours.
I was gonna say it sounds almost like a school, like an old boarding school.
Yeah.
Trinity Bell Academy. Mm-hmm. I like it. I like Trinity Bell. I think Cayman's a lot of fun to say.
Yeah. Okay.
You know who sounds like, it's funny because he's like the opposite of this, like never gets to touch the ball. This one sounds just like a running back name. Like sounds like you're gonna hear this in Madden soon. Amari McNeil.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're just like Amari McNeil with the touchdown. That's his 39th touchdown.
If he's scoring touchdowns, I don't know what we're doing because he's 6'4", 280 playing offensive or defensive line. So if he's scoring touchdowns, we're doing something.
He's got the touchdown name, but not quite the
I
touchdown.
love
size.
the big guy touchdown.
Exactly.
That's all I got. I kind of just wanted to talk about the 2021 class. I know everything kind of
It's pretty much wrapped up now. Finally.
Yeah, signing day was kind of here. We're going to a coaching change, so I just kind of want to get some spur loops, have a little fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Super Bowl.
The bowl is super. Bowl soup.
The little game. Y'all ready for the little game tonight?
Little game.
It's the weekend halftime show. Is that what you're most excited for?
Yeah. So my dad, last night, he had no clue who was performing at the halftime show, and he was just like, I was like, so who you picking? He's like, I don't know. I'm just looking forward to who's dancing on the halftime show. I was like, well, it's the weekend, so he's like, never heard of him. He's like, how many songs he got? One? I was like, yeah, he's got a couple.
A few more than that. I mean, just a few more than that. No big deal. We need to bet on that's what you need to do your $100 free play on, what song they're going to play first.
If it's not Blinding Lights, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know the Weeknd's. I mean, I guess that's probably their most famous song right now, right? Because TikTok.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably. I honestly don't know. Okay. Are we gonna go? Are you ready for do we do bets now? Like, are you ready?
We're here. I got to make up my mind.
You do.
Oh my God.
I'll say this. I wanted to save it for this part of the show, guys. Take the over. I said it. I know, especially in big games like this, a lot of people. It's 55 points, 56. I think it's up to 56.5 right now. You could have got in at 55.5.
It's 55.5 right now.
Oh, it moved down to 55.5? Okay, so maybe that's good for you. It's trending the opposite direction. Okay, 55.5. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Bruce Arians, Andy Reid. There's going to be a lot of points scored.
That's your lock.
That's my lock. Hit the over. And hey, if you lose hitting the over, at least you can die with pride. Because if you win betting the under, that's not fun. You didn't even at least root for fun. Ladies and gentlemen.
Well, points. That's why we hired Heupel.
Exactly.
Points.
We want points. That's all we want is points.
I want to take the Bucks just straight up because the payout's a lot better. So I want to get $135.
Do you think they'll actually win?
It's just the storylines suck, man. Because I just want to it's Tom Brady. They've played 3 straight home games. This one's three straight road games. This one's at home. I'm just like, dude, you gotta win, right? But this is Patrick Mahomes. They should win because they're a lot better team.
The better team.
Yeah.
I think we should get you on a first down or first touchdown score, $100. No, I'm just kidding. That would be fun. We're here for fun.
I did put some money on Chris Godwin getting the first touchdown.
Okay. I like Chris Godwin. I like Mike Evans too. Someone said Mike Evans. I like Mike Evans. We'll see.
I just think it's probably gonna be a fat guy touchdown.
It could be.
Gonna be something stupid.
Does Gronkowski count as a fat guy? Because apparently he didn't work out much this summer.
Yeah, it's shown. It's shown.
All right, so Landon wants Tampa Bay money line.
Or do I just do them to cover?
Here's my thing. If I'm going to take them to cover +3, I'd almost just take a money line.
It's true. Or should I just take the over?
I got in again. No, wait. So I went ahead and I have 2 bets on 55.5. Okay, I thought maybe I touched it 56.5, so I went ahead and got in at 55.5 just to be safe to take the extra point. Mm-hmm. I like the over a lot. Chad likes the under. You guys know Chad.
It sucks. The worst better I've ever seen in my entire life.
if he bet $10 that the world was never going to end, it would end today.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, he's that bad.
I hope he's here. I hope he can hear us right now.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Anything that he ever, he's like, oh, this one's a lock. I'm like, all right, what's the opposite? Because that's what I'm taking.
So, do it. We got an over. We've already hit an over today, so it should got your juices feeling good, right? I'll tell you this. It is a $100 free play, so I feel like you get to play around with it. You can do kind of whatever you want. You're not losing money. So, there you go. But I'm here to talk you into the over. I think you should do the over, especially since you can get it at 55.5. Or what's the alternate? Can you tease it down to 50? You're on DraftKings, right?
Yeah.
Guys, I think you should tease it down. Tell us what we should do. We're lost. Landon's lost. It's his money. Well, it's his free money. His free play money.
I just don't want to lose. Like, this sucks if you lose. You're like, oh, you moron. You could have just done something and made some
Is
kind
it
of money.
Can you only do it on the Super Bowl?
No, I can do it on anything.
But you want to do it on the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of do.
That's fine. I like that you got giddy about that.
What if I just did I just grew some balls, just some freaking gargantuan, and just did heads or tails on the coin toss.
That would be fun. Can you do that on DraftKings?
Yeah.
Somebody's putting 100 on heads. Give me a moment. Heck yeah. Not you, me. You could. Oh, this is on FanDuel. Dang it. I was like, again, if we're not rooting for fun, there's a boost that I almost want to take just to see what happens. Bucks to cover 3.5 and the under hit. Because I think if the Bucks win, or and again, I think if they cover, they probably win. I don't think they cover and lose. I think it's probably the under. Do we think Tom Brady can outscore Mahomes? Or do you think Tampa Bay's defense has to come up big?
And that's where I'm at a standstill, because I feel like if they're just two crappy defenses, oh yeah,
right. But
Bucks defense is pretty good. Yeah,
they looked really good. Yeah,
I'm a big Winfield guy, Antoine Winfield.
Okay,
I feel like if they do, he's going to be MVP.
I think if Jason Pierre-Paul plays like he did last week, I think the Bucks have a really good chance to win and the under hitting.
All right, I'm taking the Bucks. Let's go.
You're just taking the Bucks all over
straight
it?
up.
Okay, so I think that means Landon likes the under. Have you put any money on the over?
No.
Okay, all right. Then I think you're good with that.
I might just put some money on the over too. Let's get.
You're getting real weird.
Yeah, let's get weird.
It's getting real weird. I like it. Okay.
I'm off tomorrow, so I can just freaking cry all day. It's cool. All right, here we go.
So you did the over and the Bucks to win.
No, I did my $100 on.
But you're going to do the over too.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, so we're both riding with the over, so y'all can cheer and lose with us if you'd like. It's a lot of fun. You should try it. We've been pretty good this weekend though, right? Like we're both.
How much did you put on it?
The over, $20.
$20. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm telling you, man, I'm feeling good about it.
I did 10. That was my 55% boost too.
Okay. The only thing I'm nervous about, I'll tell you this, I'm nervous for you. I think if Tampa wins, I think the over doesn't hit. But if Tampa wins,
I win $135.
And the under hits, yeah, so you're good. I think you kind of get out clean there, so that's good. That doesn't mean it's not possible for Kansas City to win and the under hit. I just feel like they're probably going to score a lot of points if they win.
So what else is your go-to bet?
I like the Sammy Watkins over 30. The one we got, the Sammy Watkins over 36.5. I like that one.
Okay.
Is that what it was? 36.5?
Yeah.
I think if you guys are looking for places to put your money on, I think start there. I think that's a good, safe bet.
Also have Darrell Williams under 43.5 rushing and receiving yards.
Okay.
I just like he's not going to be able to run for anything.
Right. That's fair. Oops.
So yeah.
Okay, Darrell Williams. I'm thinking about that one.
Under 43.5. You did do the DraftKings one where you get basically $10 anyway.
No, I haven't done that yet.
For a
need to do that?
touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Need to do that. Give me just a moment here. So, yeah, do the Sammy Watkins one. think everybody should get on that. I'm going to go ahead and put some of my bets in here, guys, because I couldn't find it on FanDuel earlier. So, okay, where's the $10 free play bet? Because it's 5 o'clock, guys. We're about to...
It should be like an opt-in somewhere.
At the top of the page?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Just keep scrolling.
Double your money if that one?
Yeah.
No brainer, baby.
Yeah, but it's a max $10. Hey, that's fine.
It's free money. Free money.
Free it.
It's only giving me $10.10. We'll have to figure this out later. Oh, they always try to screw me, man.
Killing you.
All right, any other bets? So we got Landon we didn't talk him into it. We just steered him.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was my gut from the beginning. That's fine. I went with my gut. If somebody was just like, I can't be mad at myself now. I went with my gut.
Yeah, there you go. Let's see. All right. We got the no-brainer bet in. Hey, if you're not on DraftKings, go do it. Also, DraftKings sponsor us, and we can do this all the time.
Yeah.
We have fun like this. We're betting on an FCS, right?
I mean, DraftKings probably don't want to sponsor us because we're losing the money.
Yeah,
because we're taking Vegas.
Correct. We're taking Vegas tonight. You think like ETSU will be on FanDuel and DraftKings? I hope so. Like FCS teams that are playing this spring.
I mean, you'd think.
I hope so. That'd be a lot of fun. I would love to bet on teams that I've never even seen play in my entire
like
life.
Wagner and teams like that are in basketball. I know it's a little different, but still. Yeah, give us something to... I mean, there's really nothing going on at that point besides, like, NBA.
NBA, NHL.
Yeah.
But I think college football would still do pretty good.
Right. I'd way rather bet on those games than NBA.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes. Correct. You got any questions?
Oh, yeah, we did have one from my man Chris. Love my man Chris. Let me get to it. He said, at this point, do you see any potential return to the Vols next season for Springer and Johnson? Toss in Chandler and Meshack, and this team could be loaded next year. I agree. I don't see either one of them coming back, especially if you get performances like they had the other night, or last night. I just don't think you'll see. Keon for sure, no. I think Jaden offensively, he just seems to be ahead of the pack. We're talking about draft picks. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not willing to say it's impossible because, like, I'll tell you this. Here's why I'm not willing to say it's impossible. And the chance may be 0.0001%. Like, those guys came here to Tennessee to do one thing, and that was to win a championship.
Yep.
And you do know you're getting Kennedy Chandler next year. So I'm not willing to say it's completely impossible. Like, they both said that when they signed. And we came to Tennessee because of the culture and because we want to win a championship. So I'm not willing to say 100% gone, but I'm with you. Like, I highly, highly doubt they could return.
Yeah.
Both of them.
But yeah, I'm with you. Like, Springer's got a better chance than Keon does.
Of returning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'd say Keon was a first rounder before he even signed.
Right.
So, yeah. I mean, Keon's been a top 10 pick pretty much all season. If he continues what he's doing, does he sneak to a lottery pick?
I mean, right now, he on some, he is a lottery
pick. Is he? Okay. Yeah. Where have you seen him at? 8th? Okay.
Yeah.
Where is he? I'm trying to remember. I think they talked about him last night, flirting in that lottery range.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who knows what Dick Vitale was talking about the freaking Super Bowl. Tennessee was up 8 with 45 seconds left. And they're talking about the Super Bowl. And they just completed like a 31-13 run. Game's not over yet. I was like, what is going on? This isn't some like meaningless 12 o'clock.
It's like one of the best rivalries in college basketball.
And yeah. They pretty much too anyways just talked about how bad Kentucky was how bad Kentucky was this season. That's pretty much all they talked about the whole game.
Oh, so, that's our fault.
That was fun. Yeah. But all right, is that all the questions?
Yeah, that was all we got.
Most important of the week.
Hey, if y'all want to conspiracy theories, y'all want to read into something that is meaningless, Aaron Willis just tweeted eyes. We're talking about Al Washington. Does he like it? Linebackers coach. Love it.
I like that. I like that eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, I really thought this tweet would do a lot better. You know me. I'm a big Ted Lasso fan. You know who Ted Lasso is?
Yeah.
Used to be head coach of the Tottenham Hotspurs. So I tweeted this last night when the refs were doing really bad. Thought it would do great. Oh. Hold on.
Encourage them to do. Go out to
Start that over. It's coming out of mom. We're going to get this right, guys. Hold on.
Fulham fan. What I would encourage them to do, go out to the parking lot. Hide. You wait for the referee to come out there, get into his little car, and you follow him home. So you tweet his address, and you let the good people of Fulham take matters in their own hands.
Absolutely.
Obviously, don't go and do that.
Now, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No, we can't. Live!
I love it. I was very upset about those refs. Very upset about those refs. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm also not telling you what not to do. Go do it. Don't do it. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you'd like.
It looks like Al Washington's going to be the guy.
Okay, so it's like happening right now. It is in process.
Yeah, we're in it. In it to win it, baby.
Okay. Let's see. Do you have any more? Do you have any most importance besides, I guess, Al Washington?
I do.
Potentially
Peyton
getting
Manning,
hired?
Hall of Famer.
Dude, I've been meaning to say like the whole episode. I've been in my head, just haven't remembered. Yes,
Goat. The real goat.
for sure, for sure. Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Also, how about Tennessee basketball's media team?
They're so good. And
Just the we're having fun
Yeah.
thing, what Kentucky did, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
I love that, like, with the basketball team, something they tweet, like, during the game or before the game rarely really comes back to, like, get them. Like, it's usually, like... And if it is, if they did say something, they're, like, the first ones to, like, own it. Like, they make fun of themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perfect. My most important this week is if you Last Chance U fan or a Laney football fan.
Yeah.
I'm high on Dior Scott. Loved him.
Okay.
Loved his attitude, his competitiveness. Pretty good football player too. He earned a scholarship this week with Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because so he went as a walk-on from Laney to Hawaii and finally earned a scholarship. Yeah, if you watched Last Chance U at Laney, I don't know how you couldn't love this Dior dude. He was awesome. So
Yep.
It's awesome that he got to earn a scholarship. Big for him and his family.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for him. Thought I had some more. Maybe that was it. Just Peyton, baby.
Peyton.
God, I have some fails.
I've got one fail.
Actually, no, I got one more most important. Kenny Chandler.
Yes.
Tennessee's ball signee went off against, I forget who they played previously, or Oak Hill, and then went off against Monteverde Academy, which is the number one team in the country, knocked them off, snapped a 46-game win streak, and hit the buzzer beater at the end of regulation to send it to overtime. Was number one on SportsCenter. Top 10, yeah.
That's still a thing?
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't get to watch it anymore.
No, I don't watch it in the morning like I used to.
Yeah, it's weird. They did it to themselves.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So he went off against them and just giving you another reason why he is the number one point guard in the country.
100%. Yeah.
God, I can't wait till he gets here.
Right.
He gets to the rim.
He's aggressive.
with ease.
He's very aggressive.
It's going to be awesome. Yeah, Jaden Springer, you want to come back? Play the number one point guard in the country?
Don't think you'd hate it.
It can't do anything but improve your draft stock.
Correct.
Now, if you're going number one, yeah, you can go ahead. But if you're going number two, you can come back. You can improve that draft stock.
Exactly. My first fail of the week is J-Rod. You know what I'm talking about? The Kentucky
yeah.
fan. You said conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into conspiracy theories. I've got one for him. I think it's a Tennessee fan purposely trying to make Kentucky fans look dumb, which they don't need help. But like all he tweets about is Tennessee. And they're all incredibly stupid tweets. All incredibly stupid. None of them ever make sense. So, hey, I just don't believe that can be real. Like, I have a very, very hard time believing he's a real person.
That's interesting. I like that conspiracy.
Yeah, because, do you follow? I don't follow him. I just see his incredibly dumb
he's
tweets.
always on my timeline because, like you said, all he tweets about is Tennessee.
Yeah. He's Matt Jones.
Bend it over and spank him.
Yeah, exactly. He's the maybe he's a parody account. Like this is what Matt Jones' account looks like. All incredibly dumb tweets about Tennessee athletics. Like he tweeted the one I responded to, probably my first ever responded to him. He tweeted like, "Glad you all enjoyed that win in Rupp with Kentucky's worst football team." I was like, "Didn't you all celebrate that win in Neyland, or y'all didn't get to enjoy that?"
Yeah, didn't he say like it was Tennessee's Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Our Super Bowl. And, like it's one of the top rivalries in the like. Why is
Right.
I think Pat Ford said something very similar. Ford or however you say his name. It's Ford with an E at the end, like a moron.
Yeah.
But he's always tweeting about Tennessee, and he was just like, "Yeah, it was something about."
Oh, he hates Rick Barnes. I don't know why.
He hates Rick Barnes.
He has to. The way he tweets about Tennessee basketball.
God, what did Rick Barnes do to you? He said Kentucky was up 10, and then I guess this became Tennessee's Super Bowl. Because we won a game.
They wanted to win. They wanted to win.
Any game could be...
You know, and I'll spot those two guys this if they want to use this take. And I think Tennessee's Super Bowl in 2018 was the semifinal. Like, I think that team really, really wanted to beat Kentucky that day. And it was a hard game. And they never got back to that point. Yeah, obviously, the next day against Auburn. I made that trip. Or 2019. It would have been 2019. The next day against Auburn was bad, and then they ended up losing in the Sweet 16 to Loyola Chicago. They just never looked the same after that day. So I'll give them that if they want to have that one. That was
what
part of the
about?
show.
I would even accept last year because we were terrible. But we somehow went in a Rupp and beat them. Yeah, you could consider that our Super Bowl because we just wanted to beat Kentucky that day.
Right.
But yeah,
Pat,
we have a way like that team is terrible.
Pat's tweet's even dumber. Apparently, it was Tennessee Super Bowl. So they should have just folded it up and said,
"Yeah, we just shouldn't have won."
Yeah, and left. Get out of here. That was a dumb tweet. Dumb tweeters tweet dumb things.
Just bend them over and spank them.
You got any more fails?
I don't know. That's just gonna be my saying from now on.
I like it.
Bend it over and spank them.
I like it a lot.
Probably shouldn't use it too much. Probably not a great place to use at the corporate office.
Yeah, no, unless you just really like spending time with HR.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll work at like Barstool, but it probably doesn't work in finance.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Correct. Guys, we're about to get out of here. The Zaxby's arrived yet?
I hope so. Raleigh just called me.
Okay, that's why I was hoping maybe the Zaxby's has gotten here. We're going to get out of here, watch Super Bowl, get some of our last minute prop bets in, find the winners. Take in Vegas tonight. Join us as we do that. Always appreciate y'all listening. Tennessee won the Super Bowl last night, apparently. That's awesome. Good for them. Do you know that a Tennessee player has won a Super Bowl every single year, except for the year they haven't?
Yes.
Did you see Penn State's tweet?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, going back to
Yep.
graphics. Hey, send that to somebody else before you send it. When I am about to send an email to my boss's boss, I send it to somebody on my team like, hey, read this to make sure I don't sound like a moron before I send it. Please do
Moron.
it. Second, double check it. Double check.
You have editors for a reason.
Exactly. Guys, that's all we got. Again, go check out our sponsors, Tennessee Tap House, Hound Dogs, Blue Water Climate Control. Back-to-back Super Bowl champs.
Yeah. Back to back.
For the first time ever. And we're bringing the boat in, and we out.